Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me here on A Journey in Light. Today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead, what you can expect in the next 7 days from the time you're finding this timeless reading. I have 3 piles for you guys today. So pile 1, we have this, it's a glass bead, but it is the evil eye. Pile, which is a protection medallion if you don't know. Pile 2, we have this clear quartz owl. It's an owl carved into a clear quartz. Pile 2. And pile 3, we have the shungite angel here. So I have an angel shungite for pile 3. So take a deep breath, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, feel free to watch more than one. You could just have a really busy week, or there just could be something in another pile you needed to hear as a reminder for your week ahead. I will leave these up for a moment. If you need more time, feel free to pause the screen, and then I will see you at your pile. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends. For pile 1, you picked the evil eye little pendant here. It's made out of glass. And we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead and the next 7 days. We'll be going over tarot oracle cards. We'll do a specific section on love, as well as pulling letters and charms. So let's start with your tarot pile 1. Okay, so you have a 2 of Cups and a 6 of Cups. So definitely some emotional feels this week. The 2 of Cups is about partnerships. It can be about soulmate energy. The 6 of Cups can be about things from our childhood, things from our past, people that we've known for a long time. For me, this is also a signifier of soul family, soul tribe, however you want to state that. People that are meant to be in your life are highlighted this week. There could be some romantic energy here for a lot of you with that 2 of Cups energy. That's always like my soulmate-y kind of vibe here. This could be someone that you knew in a past life, or when you're younger in this one. But definitely some good soul connection vibes, some good energy, like emotional all the way around for you guys this week. I'm really digging this. So another message, some of you may be working through some things from when you're a child. You could come across something like physical that you had as a kid, and maybe you come across that in a box or something like that. I don't know. I'm seeing someone like find an old stuffed animal or something like that. So energy of from the past is here as well. Some of you guys could be encountering someone from your past that, has a feeling of home to you this week as well. This isn't our love section, but this could be very much tied into romantic love. We'll see what comes up with that, but that's kind of this highlighted energy for your week. Oh yeah, and then you guys had the lily and the child. This combination is about maturity and then like youth. So again, like this kind of, you guys may have some sort of reflection this week around how much you've grown as a person, how much you've healed, things like that, how much you've matured. If you went through a lot, you might be finding yourself in a position to be like, wow, I've really accomplished a lot. Even, a lot of us are hard on ourselves about that. So I think this could be like an epiphany moment where you're like, oh, wow, like I've really come so far. I really need to be proud of myself. Even if I'm not where I want to go in the long run, I've come so far. I've matured so much. I've grown so much. The lily is also about a peaceful energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with a child this week. There could be some sort of like if you're a parent, this is just a scenario for an example. If you're a parent with children that are getting a little bit older, even adult children that you know, maybe things have been a little tough as of late, you know, when kids go through that teenage years. Mine aren't there yet, but I have a lot of friends who are, you know, and you get that friction point. This could be some sort of resolution or peaceful resolution with a child in your life. And again, that could be small child, you know, adolescent, or even if you have adult children, there could be some sort of, that's a one-off message, but that's for somebody. There could be some sort of peaceful resolution with a younger person in your life as well. Okay, let's see. Next, you guys have occupation. So your career is highlighted this week. There could be a lot of focus. We do have this woman in this picture. She is sewing on this really cool antique looking sewing machine. So that always reminds me of like fine details, sewing things up. So there could be something at work that you have to like tie up the end of the project, sew up the loose ends kind of vibe, but work is definitely highlighted this week. Some of you guys could be changing occupations, something like that. But yeah, work is highlighted. Yeah, exciting. Okay, your emphasized day this week, this could be, you know, I pulled these and asking for each pile's lucky day of the week. So you guys got Tuesday. Tuesday popped up for your lucky day. So whatever the Tuesday from the time you're watching this, that should be like a highlighted day for luck for you guys. Maybe there's some sort of promotion at work. Maybe there's some growth there. This also, if you don't have, you know, children in your life, this could just be like, again, growth and maturity coming from, you know, where you were to where you are now. A couple different scenarios popped in my head, but they feel so one-off. I don't know if I want to share. Like someone who works with children could be getting some sort of promotion, maybe on Tuesday. I guess that's kind of how that's coming up. Next, you guys have mastering a karmic lesson. This also feels very indicative of this message that's been coming up of, you know, growth and realizing. So if you've been dealing with a repeated pattern in your life, something that keeps happening regardless if it's the same person or different people, this could be the week that you finally master this. It's like you got your masters, you're good, you're moving on from this lesson, it doesn't need a repeat. You could be having all the aha moments from that, all the realizations of, you know, everything you've done this far, and you're moving out of that. And, you know, again, you got like your masters in it, so you're good. So it's closing out of a cycle. Because karma isn't bad. Karma is balance, and karma is just our lessons in our life and what we kind of signed up to learn this lifetime. Okay, next we have, so this is a light and shadow aspect card. So I'll read both of them, but the highlight is athlete. So you could be dealing with an athlete, you could be an athlete yourself, or athletics could be important this week. But the light attributes of this is dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. So that also could be where you have grown this week, where you kind of develop this personal willpower and the strength to move on. Now we do have a shadow aspect on this card, so I am going to read it. It says, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. So be mindful if you're having any of those shadow attributes this week, if there's anything that you have a sense of entitlement about. I mean, it didn't come out in the reverse, so I don't think that pertains to a lot of you guys, but I was drawn to read that out. You could be dealing with someone that has a misuse of some sort of strength they have in a selfish way, so keep that in mind. If you feel like someone is doing something to benefit themselves, recognize that that's about them, that's not about you, but you also don't have to give in to that. This person could be an athlete for some of you. All right, your area of where you need to surrender this week. It says surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy and flow. So surrender to things can be amazing. Things can bring you wonder and awe. And just allow that in. Anytime we're surrendering, we're either letting something go or we're allowing something to happen. Sometimes we block our own like really cool things just by not believing that it is even possible. So, you know, surrender to the possibility of amazing things happening. All right, next you guys had well, family wishes come true, and then we had a broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. All right, so there could be some sort of, this is a bridge, so there could be some sort of problem that just doesn't work out this week. But with this card coming out, it says family wishes come true, or it's the well, so it's about wishes coming true. So if something doesn't go exactly the way that you wanted to this week, just know that it's probably going to end up better than you wanted. Like there's a reason behind it. This feels like rejection is protection, or rejection is redirection. So if there's something that comes up that doesn't have a successful outcome that you were really wanting, also understand that there may be something better just around the corner, with even within a day or so, especially with these coming out, this energy. And I did, when I pulled them, I did pull this one first and pulled that one second. So it did feel like, you know, there might be something that's upsetting this week, but just around the corner, or something, a wish is going to come true that you really wanted. That's kind of offset this. So don't get too down on yourself if something doesn't work out the way that you want this week, because again, things are working out probably just better than you expected. It's just maybe this one closed door wasn't your door to open. All right, your affirmation for this week, it says, the only approval I need is my own. The back of this card says, worrying about what others think is only a distraction to living courageously. Nobody knows your needs better than yourself. So there's a reminder that, you know, you don't need anyone's approval. If people don't get what you're doing, that's okay. You don't have to change their mind. You don't have to force them to see your point of view. You can just let it go and just do what you need to do, because you don't need anyone else's approval, especially if there's something that you really feel like you need to do for yourself. You got to do it. And always just remember, not everyone's going to understand. It's not their life and it's not their journey to understand anyways. And we cause ourselves so much grief by wanting everyone to be on the same page as us, or everyone to understand everything we're doing. And there's such a freedom in letting things go and be like, you know, it's okay if they don't get it. They don't got to get it. It's not their story, and that's fine. And just moving along. Again, as long as you're not, you know, endangering anyone, you get what I'm talking about. Please don't take that in a negative way. I can do what I want and just hurt people. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, if you know you need to do something for yourself, and you're like hoping that someone understands or someone backs you up, especially if it's someone you cared about, sometimes they just won't get it. And again, the freedom is letting go of that need of approval. It is an extremely freeing thing. All right, let's look at love this week. So let's pull some tarot cards. So love, besides this Two of Cups, again, this is lovely energy, guys. Pile one. The Two of Cups is that, again, soulmate partnership. We have these two cats. Their tails are intertwined here. And then the Six of Cups is another soulmate-y energy, soul tribe, soul family, soul group kind of vibe for me. So, all right, we have a King of Pentacles, so something very grounded, abundant, solid. And the Hierophant. So we have an earth sign, and the Hierophant represents Taurus. So with this coming up with their loving relationships, or romantic love, there is a connection around Taurus energy. The Hierophant also represents like traditional ideas, so marriage, social norms, things of that. But there could be something coming really in ground. You could, if you're single, you could be meeting someone that's a Taurus, or someone that's just very grounded and stable and loyal here. But this is just overall, it doesn't have to be Taurus, but overall energy of stability. My stomach is growling, so if you guys can hear that, I'm so sorry. All right, let's pull one more card for love this week, and then we will move on to letters and charms. Karmic relationship. Okay, so we did talk about mastering a karmic lesson. This is fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment lessons, letting go and loving you. So with this coming up, there could be a sense of this doesn't have to be related, by the way, and I don't believe that, just because you have karma with someone, that it makes it a bad relationship. Again, karma is the things that we sign up. So if you signed a soul contract with somebody, to learn certain things in this lesson, that's karma between you and that person. And those lessons don't have to be bad either. So just know that there is some sort of karmic lesson that's coming up, and with this mastering it, it more than likely has to do with this relationship or romantic relationships. If you have no romance in your life, you know, I am reading this with romantic love in mind, but not everyone's going to fall into that category. So this could just be, you know, resoluting some karma with someone in your life that is of a loving connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. So keep that in mind as well. So there you go. So there is some romantic things being kind of cleared up in love this week, or your loving connections. All right, let's get your letters and charms. As I almost dropped the bags. All right, let's see. I always like to start with a zodiac dice. This could be your sign, someone you're dealing with heavily's sign, or the energy of this sign. So we have Sagittarius coming up. So higher education and travel is also highlighted with Sagittarius energy. So if you don't have a Sag that you're dealing with, it could just be, you know, leveling up somewhere, expanding, or possibly traveling. And then we have the 4th house, which is ruled by Cancer. This is about home. This is also mother energy. These are like the things, like your foundations in your life. So some of you guys could be moving somewhere new. There could be an expansion, maybe getting a bigger house if we're looking at this energy together. But these two energies are just highlighted: home and then Sagittarius energy, expansion energy. Okay, let's get letters. Which one's my letter bag? There we go. All right, so with the letters, this could be someone's initials. A lot of times it spells words. I miss most of them for whatever reason. If you guys want to drop them in the comments on what words you see, I appreciate that. This also can be like locations, like abbreviations for locations as well. So let's see what we got. Pile 1's letters. All right, we have a W, a T, an A, a V, a G, and a J. Give a tag, you're it. There could be some sort of back and forth going on with somebody this week, like tag, you're it. We have wag, so some dogs or cats, like a dog wagging their tail. That's a sign of happiness, so that could be part of your week. We have Jag. I think of the Jacksonville Jaguars, but that's because I lived in the Jacksonville area for like 23 years of my life in Florida. I live on the other side of Florida now. But anyways, all right, I'm missing them. Whatever you guys see, feel free. I'm seeing Virginia. I mostly only know United States abbreviations, so I apologize. I know there's people that watch these readings from all over the world, so if I miss, you know, outside of America's abbreviations, I apologize. I don't know them all, but there you guys go. Those are letters. If you care to share what you see, I always appreciate that. And let's pull some charms. So what else does pile 1 need to know about their week, please? Okay. All right, so we have Libra popping up. So Libra, we have a crab, so Cancer energy again. This also could be something coming up and like kind of surprising you. I always think of like the little snip snip. So there could be something that pinches a little bit this week, that hurts a little bit, but that pain doesn't last long either. And then we have the no bad days. So even if you guys have this little bit of, you know, this unsuccessful outcome, I feel like overall your week's going to feel really good with this no bad days. I have the little crown, so I'm always reminded to tell you to treat yourself. So self-care and self-pampering is important and highlighted. We have the ring, this little engagement ring. So commitments are highlighted, relationships are highlighted, things moving to the next level, possibly marriage is highlighted with this, or an engagement. But this doesn't have to be about romantic love. This is just about your commitments are highlighted this week. We have sweet and believe. So I'm like, with this card, the surrender and awe, and the sweet and believe, like believe in the sweetness of life. Believe that good things are coming for you. Believe in all of that. the thoughts we think and the words we speak, you know, they have such a profound impact on the way life kind of comes up for us. So I know some people don't believe in that, but then you're like, well, life's just crap. I don't believe in that. Well, you believe his life is crap, and you're getting you're seeing that. So just keep in mind, like, again, what you believe, your perception is your reality. So how you perceive things makes a big influence on how things show up in your life, per se, because it's how you're viewing them. If you focus on the challenges of things, you're going to see all the challenges. If you focus on the opportunities about something, you're going to see the opportunities. So just remember, like, what you put your focus on, you're going to notice more of that thing. So why not notice the good things? Why not draw on that? Why not focus on that? I mean, some people don't want to do that kind of thing, and I get it, that's your choice, but recognize it is your what you choose to focus on. It is, I don't know why I'm rambling. I think you guys get my point. I know some people never will really listen to that, and that's fine, and some people will get it. That's totally cool too. And I'm not saying that bad things don't happen or all that, even though you guys do have the no bad days. But your perception of what's happening has such a huge influence on how things really play out and how much control we give away to the outside circumstances. All right, I'm going to get off the soapbox. I'm sorry. I'll get back to just reading the charms. We have a snowflake here. So there is, some of you guys could be getting snow, depending on where you live. Some of you guys could be just having a really neat, unique experience with the snowflake. This always just reminds me of like something just magically special happening. So you know, if you're not the type of person, if you tend to be a little more pessimistic, even if it's just for this week, you know, just for a fun challenge for yourself, believe that something magical is waiting to happen. Like, surrender to that wonder and awe, and just see. When you catch yourself in those pessimistic moments, be like, all right, I'm going to do this thing that Joy said, and just try it out. It's not going to hurt you. And just see how much different you can feel about things when you're looking at the brighter side of things. And again, it doesn't make the bad things go away, but the bad things only can, like, dark highlights light. You know, like, we wouldn't see the stars if it was bright. You know, you can't see them during the day. They're still there. But the darkness can sometimes highlight the beautiful things and make them that much more special, make us appreciate things. All right, again, I'm rambling about that. I'll leave it alone. Anyway, so here are all the charms. If something else means something to you, please always honor that. Take it as your special little message from your angels and guides. And if you care to share, I always love to hear those stories in the comments. So as always, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. You picked the clear quartz owl. Super cute. And we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead in the next 7 days from the time you're finding this timeless reading. We'll be going over tarot, oracle cards, kind of general life this week, and we'll have a specific section on love as well as letters and charms. So let's get into it. So you guys had the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So there's a message about safety. Like a reminder for someone about safety, and you're safe regardless of what you went through. You're safe. I feel the need to say that you're going to be okay. If you've been through the ringer lately, it's going to be okay. This should be a week. Sorry for the a week for Alexa notifications. Anyways, this is like, maybe that's your aha moment. This is a week where things should be feeling more stable. You should feel like you have some breathing room. You recognize that you aren't the things that have happened to you, but you are the product of all the times that you got back up. And then with this King of Pentacles energy, there could be some abundance coming in. Maybe you've worked really hard towards something, and this is the week where, again, you get to take a breath, because I keep seeing the word safe, like you are safe, and like it's flashing. So I want to emphasize that even more if I can. I do like the fact that in this King of Pentacles, we do have this cat here. This is the Cat Tarot, and it's got its little face in this tuna time treat. So there's a reminder here to stop and treat yourself if you have been, especially Nine of Wands is the energy of not giving up, but it's an energy of going through it. Like you've been through it, you're still standing, you might be a little beat up, but you got this. So if that's the case, please stop and treat yourself. And don't allow guilt to trickle into that. A lot of us have this, I gotta go. I value myself by my productivity vibe, and that really gets you nowhere. It gets you in that rat race circle. So please take a moment to decompress and enjoy something. Even if it's small, even if it's like you go and maybe you buy yourself your favorite little treat. Maybe you like sweets, but instead of just buying like a random sweet at the store, like literally go to like a gourmet bakery and buy yourself like the most beautiful cupcake ever. Like this is like a treat yourself, but make it special moment. Even if like, say you're on a diet or you cut things out, like if you feel the urge to splurge there, feel the urge to like, again, have a treat, make it special. There's a moment about needing to like do something very special for yourself. This also, some of you, this could be someone else bringing you like some sort of treat, some sort of prize that you weren't expecting, some sort of present as well. All right, moving on from that, we have the house and the garden. I feel like somebody is going to be going to like some mixer. So the garden's about like a social, like a party or getting together, a gathering. The house obviously is about your home. So I don't know if someone's going to be going to like a housewarming party or something like that. Maybe you're planning a housewarming party. I also keep seeing like a realtor. So some of you guys may be in real estate or something of that nature. You know somebody, or maybe you're going to meet somebody in real estate at some sort of social event. But this feels like going to a social event for realtors or something like that for somebody. But basically, this also could just be having like a get together at your house or going to a get together at someone else's house this week as well. All right, next you guys had a journey. So some of you guys could be packing your bags, getting ready for your next journey. Maybe you didn't take much of a breather, so that's why you need to take at least a small one, please. And you're packing your bags and you're ready for your next thing. Some of you guys could be planning a trip. Someone also could be visited from somebody else. I'm looking at the number 10 here, and I'm thinking about the 10th house, and which is ruled by Capricorn, but it's the house of career. So some of you guys may be going on some sort of trip for work this week as well. That would be cool if someone was watching. It's like a realtor and you're going on a work trip to a real estate convention or something. I don't know. Anyways, if you are, let me know. But yeah, for most of you guys, this means some sort of journey. But I do like in this card, you know, again, it means about going on a trip, but I'm kind of looking at this, and this could be someone coming back from a journey, especially with that Nine of Wands energy. So maybe some of you guys are returning back to yourself, returning back to calm after like this long road that you've been on. All right, your lucky day of the week. So I picked this card to ask, I asked the guides, like, what is the lucky day for this pile? And you guys got Monday. So whenever you're watching this Monday, after you watch this, maybe you're watching it on a Monday, but this should be our lucky day. We have Big Lee Chew in the background. Maybe something that makes you salivate, like something really good. Maybe that's your treat yourself day. Do something special. You're like, okay, maybe I should do that. Well, maybe Monday is the day you should do that. But that's supposed to be your lucky day for this week. All right, next you guys have still working on it. So there could be something that comes up this week that sparks an interest in you. We do have the sparkler that's still like ongoing and you're still working on it. This also could be coming back from, you know, maybe you guys have had, again, a moment to breathe. and you kind of, something like that you worked on in the past that maybe that was done is being reignited. And so you still get to work on something. For some of you, I feel like that's a romantic relationship. Others of you could just be a creative project or something like that as well. All right, next you guys have angel, light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. So some of you could be, your angels could just be very highlighted in your life this week. You could be seeing pennies and feathers and things like that. You know, 1111, synchronistic signs on the clock. I know I have a lot of clients that reach out to me like on Instagram. They're like, hey, like I've been seeing so many synchronistic numbers. You know what this means? And yeah, you can look them up, but sometimes I just look at it as, okay, I'm aligned today. I kind of like look at them like, okay, how's my vibe? Am I feeling high frequency, high vibrational energy? Okay, it's like a nod from the universe, like, hey, you're doing a good job. Sometimes, again, if we don't know what it means, we can pick it apart till it doesn't exist. So sometimes just take it as a nod from your angels that you're on track, you're doing the right thing, and they're there. If things are bad and you see that, maybe they're also just letting you know that they support you. But just know that angels are highlighted, but there also may be a chance for you to be an angel to somebody else this week. And give for the sake of giving, not to get something in return, with zero expectations, just for the soulful act of giving this week. And this doesn't have to be big. It's going to be something small, but do something kind for somebody else, again, with no need of return. All right, your release card this way, or your surrender card. So this is what you're being asked to surrender. It says your fear of change. So you have to surrender your fear of change this week, pile 2. The card says, the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. There's that safety like vibe I was getting. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or fear of aging or death, repeat this affirmation. I have faith that all is well. Well, that's kind of perfect. I pull these cards, but I don't look at them until I'm here because I don't want to miss a message. So I kind of love that this is all coming together. And and then you guys have angels. So there's so much reminder that you're safe, you're supported, the universe has got your back this week, pile 2. So take a deep breath, and you don't have to carry it all, and give some over to God. Like if you have a lot of stuff that's worrying you this week, this may be a one-off message for somebody else. If you have so much on your plate, energetically give some of that away. Ask for assistance, depending on your beliefs. The way I understand it, we have a team of guides, angels, whatever you want to call them, higher beings, working in our favor, but because of free will, they can't just come in and do stuff. So sometimes but if we ask, they can do in our highest good, whatever they can to do to support us. So don't forget to ask for support. Again, you can do that in prayer. You can do it however you connect, but just know that there's no need to fear change, and the resistance to it sometimes makes it harder. And if you just allow things to flow and go, you may be surprised with the outcome. And your angels definitely have your back this week, pal, too. Next, you guys have desk. So we have pay attention to your work. So work is highlighted. Pay attention to the details here. And then torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So there could be some sort of epiphany, like spiritual epiphany that you have this week, some sort of aha moment. Maybe, you're like, oh, I never see synchronistic numbers. And this is the week that they're just like, bam, 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 bam. Don't come at your girl. That's all I have to say. Just, again, you can look things up. I was recently talking to a friend about synchronistic numbers. And this is the book that I personally use, that I feel like I always get a message from. This is Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. Now, he does have the synchronistic numbers in the beginning, like the repeating numbers. But I don't know about you, like sometimes I'll be walking in like an address or just something catches my eye. I actually just remembered. So going on story time, where I live, and this may be everywhere just because it's easy number, like all the cabs, like their phone numbers are 77777 or something like that, repeating. So what I do when I see one of those cabs is I look at the cab number. And I just remembered I saw 319 the other day. So let's look up 319. So let's see what my message was. I don't know. So I always feel like I would say 99% of the time this book for me, like if you relate to me and feel like maybe we're soul family or something, maybe this book will be good for you. I have no affiliation with this. I just love this. So let's see. So 319, maybe this is a message for all of us. It says, your presence is your power. Show up and tell all of your show up and let all of your shields down, knowing that the divine is the only shield you need. Okay. So again, letting, like, surrender and allowing the universe also to support you here. Pile 3 or pile 2. I'm thinking 3. Anyways, but so for me, this book typically is pretty on point. That one I'm like, okay. That was the other day, so I'm like trying to remember what was going on in my head when I saw that. But anyway, so moving along. But yeah, just expect something woo-woo and out there to happen, and then recognize that it's not a coincidence and it's happening in your favor, guys, okay? Your affirmation for today, it says, my inner self always knows what to do. In the back, it says, whether you have to make a decision, pay attention to what you feel in the moment. Is your discomfort, anxiety coming out of fear, or do you feel as if it's somehow justified? So sometimes, people are like, I don't know what's fear, ego, or what's my intuition. And I always like to say that your intuition is a calm knowing. Intuition isn't frantic. Intuition isn't fearful. Now your ego could be fearing and your intuition is like, we shouldn't do this, but that's when you kind of have to calm yourself, get in an even state or a neutral state. So meditation's so great. And then ask yourself again. And if your answer is like, no, then you're like, that's your calm knowing, or yes, we should do this. That's your intuition. Again, it's always going to be this calm knowing. I'm sure you guys have all been in a situation where you're like, nope, can't do this. And you don't really know why, but you're like, no, but you're not afraid about it, but you're just like, no, without any sort of anything. That's your intuition. So just know that your inner self always knows, pile 2. All right, let's move along to life, or to love. So for pile 2, what's going on there? Love connections this week. So we have a Page of Pentacles. Someone could be getting some sort of gift. Our pages are our messengers. Again, somebody may be treating you to something sweet. So Page of Pentacles. Also, anyone who watches my love readings knows that this is always an apology card for some reason for my guides. So I know I don't know if anyone else reads it that way, but that's where my guides tell me. So someone also could be getting some sort of apology with relationships. Oh, I have my deck upside down. Okay. And we have my Ace of Cups is my I love you card. So someone could be coming in with some sort of romantic gesture to tell you how much they care about you, how much they love you. That's really beautiful energy. All right, let's pull one more card. This could be related. This could be separate. And there's just a general reading, so it always fits a little different for everybody. I just called to say I love you. All right. Someone's getting a love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Well, hot damn, pile 2. If you don't have any romantic love going on, this could be a friend calling to tell you how much you mean to them, expressing love for you. But in a romantic sense, someone could be hearing I love you for the first time. Someone could be like, I'm so sorry I did that. I really love you. Let me show you. Let me buy you a gift. Let me treat you to something. I don't know. I'm very curious, pile 2. All right, let's move on to your letters and charms. Let's see. I always like to start with that zodiac dice. So let's see. So this could be your sign. It could be someone you're dealing with heavily this week sign, or the energy of this sign. You guys have Taurus. So Taurus rules the second house. Taurus also rules the senses. That's where it's like that treat yourself energy is very Taurus. So maybe you don't want to, I talked about a sweet treat. Maybe you want something luxurious. Maybe it's the week to go buy yourself some new bed sheets or a nice new pillow or something that brings you comfort. It doesn't, again, food's the easiest thing to say, especially with the cat eating a treat. But this could be about something that tantalizes your senses. This could be getting massage. This could be having a spa day or getting pampered in some sort of way. Or you could be dealing with a Taurus, or you're a Taurus. And then the house is the second house, which is ruled by Taurus. So double Taurus energy. Second house is also about our day-to-day income, the money we bring in from our day-to-day actions. So that's highlighted as well. So work, not necessarily career per se, that's the 10th house, but this is like, yeah, our day-to-day money is just highlighted. So there you go. Let's see, let's get our letters. So this could be someone's initials. It could be an abbreviation for a location. And sometimes it spells words that I always seem to miss. So if you guys want to be dolls and drop the words that I don't see in the comments, I appreciate that. All right, woo, we got a lot. Okay, we got H, A, R, M. Ooh, harm. Okay, I don't like that. Words have power. We're not putting those together. Or T. So maybe someone's getting a new hat. We have another A, so double A. AA could be important for some of you. M, V, C, and U. Here's something fun for somebody. I'm going to leave that. There you go. Maybe someone's having some fun times. Maybe someone has some rum. Someone could be dealing with the rats. Dealing with the mats. I'm so like juvenile with my 3-letter words over here. Anywho, I'm sure there's lots of, we can spell heart here in a different way. We're missing the E, but we can still take heart. So something to heart, someone's last name might be Heart. Mart, maybe someone's going to a shop of some sort. Oh, we have chart. Ooh, I like that one. All right, guys, this is your call to get a birth chart reading. If you haven't already, it's so beneficial. All right, I'm going to leave these here. Oh, we have art. So maybe someone's going to a museum or checking out an art show or something like that as well. Maybe you're an astrologer that reads charts and then you're going to go check out some art. I don't know. That's specifically for somebody if she happened to pick this pile. Anyways, okay, moving on. Let's look at our charms. And all right, we have the 4th house, or the number 4 is important. So the 4th day from when you're watching this could be a highlighted day. The 4th house, so things about your home could be highlighted. Ooh, we got some nitty gritty, guys. Some sort of secret is coming out. We have the skeleton, we have a secret. So you could be learning about like some unknown story this week. Someone could be telling you the tea on something. You could be finding out what's going on, a hidden secret. Maybe someone's secretly going to say, hey, I've liked you for a long time, and I finally am brave enough to tell you. Some sort of secret is coming out, though, especially this is my secret charm, like there's skeleton in the closet kind of vibe. And then that was my coffee pot beeping in the background, so that might mean something to somebody. But yeah, so then we have the secret thing is want. We have want good. So wanting good things to come in. Photography may be important. Gosh, I'm giggling. Okay, anyways. So camera, taking memory or taking pictures, being nostalgic, maybe photography or photographer is highlighted here. Something like that could be fun. We have this little cat. So some feline friends could be highlighted this week. Maybe someone's getting a little cat, maybe just some love. This also reminds me of independence. Like, you know, it's good to be independent, but with some of this energy that we have here, it's also like it's okay to rely on others. Like you don't have to do everything yourself. We have judgment, so there's some sort of wake-up call coming, some sort of epiphany moment, maybe something coming back to life. And then we have this little shell here, which always I always think about, just probably because I live close to the beach, is picking up a shell. I'm sure most of you guys did this as a kid. You pick up a shell and you put it to your ear and it sounds like you can hear the ocean in there. So it's like believing, like, you know, obviously if you like scientifically like, oh, that's just the air and the way it moves and that's what you're hearing, it's not the ocean, but have some wonderment with life. Like think about like how exciting that was for you the first time when you were a kid. If you listen to a shell and you're like, oh my God, the ocean's in there. Like the possibilities of how, like the amazement about something holding an entire sound of an ocean. Like have some wonderment this week. Something could be coming in and feeling magical with that shell kind of energy as well. Some of you guys could be planning a trip to a beach. Make sure you're, if you want good, you're going to get good. Stars on the back, so being hopeful about good things happening. And again, there's a reminder, even if things haven't always gone your way, don't let that dictate your future. Don't let that, if something good is coming into your life, you deserve something good. And don't let like those like little inklings of the past hold you back from getting the good things that you want. And always remember, if you're dealing with someone new and some sort of connection, they are a totally different person. Do not attach them to what someone else did. Okay. And then we have, wow. So some sort of surprise, like excitement going on, coming, it's just a surprise could be coming up this week. All right, so I am going to end this here, but here are all your charms. If they mean something else to you, please always honor that. If you care to share, let me know in the comments. But as always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. Bye, Pile 2. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for Pile 2. You picked this lovely Shungite angel here. Love this little one. And we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead, what to expect in the next 7 days. I do pull tarot, oracle cards, then we'll do a specific section on love as well as letters and charms. So let's get into it. Pile 3. I said pile 3, right? I always get mixed up. As soon as I'm done talking, I'm like, did I say pile 3 at the beginning? Anyways, this is pile 3. I do that a lot and I recognize that. All right, so you guys have we're using the Cat Tarot. So you have the 2 of Swords and what is this? Is that the 8? Yeah, it's the 8 of Cups. Interesting, interesting. So there's a choice coming up this week. There's a choice about doing the mundane, maybe doing the things that you've done before, or going after your heart's desires. So that may be leaving behind things that are your comfort zones this week. So the 8 of Cups is typically seen as like a card of leaving, but it's a card of, again, your heart's desires and going after whatever this is. And a 2 of Swords is about, sometimes having a stalemate, but needing to make a choice. So this could feel like a pretty big choice for some of you. There is this message here in this picture. So on this side, we have all these, cups. We have the sun, the moon, we have a star on these mugs here, some dishes that need to be done. Again, this is where I'm talking about this mundane, but yet this cat is playing with this free flowing water. It's going with the flow. It's doing something that feels good and having fun. So that could be the choice. Like you may be stuck between like doing your old thing, doing the thing that feels comfortable, the things, but you're really being guided to what is it that lights up your soul? What sets your soul on fire? What sets your soul on fire? I don't know if you guys can read that. It says, do what sets your soul on fire. And of course, these are little matchbook. I've had this forever. It's a reminder to me when I had a huge change in my life. Anyways, but you're being guided to do what sets your soul on fire. Go after your heart's desire. That rhymed. Okay. So that is a big thing this week. If we're looking at this message separately, there could be a lot of emotional fulfillment or figuring it out what it is that you want. And then there could just be a choice that needs to be made between something. That could be big, it could be small. I mean, this is a general reading. It's going to look a little different for everybody. But some of you guys have a feeling there's some big life changes to be had here. If you have the courage to go after it, you'll be very supported. Like it's when your soul's calling you to do something, you'll be surprised if you take those steps towards that, how much the universe will line up to make that all unfold for you. All right, so your Lenormand cards, we have the Sink and the Snake. So there's a need to cut some toxicity out of your life, possibly cut someone out that isn't good for you this week. This is about rapid change, but slicing things away. This is about something that isn't good for you, or maybe someone doesn't have good intentions for you. So there may be a need to cut that out this week. or just let something go. This could be toxic habits too. This doesn't have to be a person. It's just, if something's not good for you, you may just have to make that choice to be like, is this action, is this habit, is this whatever, is this getting me to my heart's desire, or is this holding me back from getting to where I'm trying to go? And then you have to make that choice from like, okay, anything that doesn't align with where I'm trying to go and who I'm trying to be, I have to cut it out, even if it's hard. All right. Next, you guys have sudden wealth. I pulled this like, heck yeah, pile 3. We have the number 11. So maybe 11 is a lucky number. We have 777 there for you, but expect some sort of sudden wealth. Some of you guys, that may be significant amount of wealth. Some of you guys could find a coin on the ground and hey, that's sudden wealth. So, but this picture is a jackpot, so I'm thinking, think big. Maybe if you don't normally play the lotto, or you know, whatever you play here and there, maybe pick up some lotto tickets this week. You could hit the big jackpot. If you do, remember who told you, you know, feel free to throw a little love to this girl. I always can use it as well. Anywho, moving along. Oh, so I picked these cards and I asked, what is pile 3's lucky day of the next 7 days? So from the time you're watching this Saturday, after you watch this, or if you're watching this on a Saturday, if it's the end of the day on a Saturday, take the next Saturday. But your lucky day is Saturday, pile 3. All right, next we have reminiscing on past precious moments. So there could be a chance where you're kind of talking with a friend, talking with a loved one about some past moments that were really precious. It does say precious, so this feels like a good reminiscing. I never suggest you spend too long in the past if it doesn't bring you happiness or you're not learning something from it. You know, playing old stories that make you feel like crap is just not good for you. A lot of us do it. And the thing that always struck me, I heard someone say this, and I've told a lot of people this too. Again, this is kind of a sidebar from this message, but when you're reminiscing on the past, if you're thinking about something that you didn't like how it went, and you're ruminating and it's making you feel bad, like if you were watching a movie and there was a part that you didn't like of this movie, there's no way you would go back and watch it on repeat and watch it again and watch it again and watch it again. Why are you doing that with your memories? Like if there's something that, again, brings you down, like there's one thing about looking back at the past and seeing what you can learn from it and change behavior. That's awesome. But if you're in this rat race of thinking about this moment that made you feel like crap or made you sad or whatever, and it's not bringing you any further and it's not assisting you and you're not, let it go. Stop replaying that part of that movie that you hated. Like you're just hurting yourself. So sidebar. Okay, that was for somebody, but this says reminiscing on past precious moments. So there is going to be some sort of moment where you can really look back and be like, oh, that, like the sweetness of something. And this could be reminiscing with another person. And even maybe seeing like some more magic that you didn't recognize was there. I'm looking at this rainbow and this like bending of the light that rainbows are caused from. So there could be also a perspective shift about looking about something at your past too. All right, your next card is we have Damsel. So we have light attributes and shadow attributes from all these cards. So this says, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. So there may be a need to not be a damsel in distress this week and to rely on yourself about something. Maybe if you have a tendency to be a little codependent and maybe that's your toxic trait, is continually depending on other people, and that's keeping you from being your most free self where you want to be. You know, maybe you have to, this week you're learning to rely on yourself. Now the shadow attributes of this card, it says waiting for a night to provide you seduction by romantic illusion. Not going to go too far into that. I think that says what it needs to say. Just keep that in mind. We do have a mirror here, and so there's like a message about reflection and stuff. Like you got this. Don't allow like depending on other people to hold you back from what you want. Again, it might take a little longer to get to where you're going or where you want to go, but I promise you there's always a way. Start looking for the opportunities in that. Okay. Next, your next card is what you need to surrender this week. And you guys have surrender resentments. Don't shoot the messenger. Just surrender those resentments. Holding on to resentments only poison you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. There's also there's a message around forgiving yourself. Don't hold resentments against yourself either. Like if you're reminiscing on, I should have done this or I could have done this, you did what you needed to do at that time and you know something different now, so do differently. You know, again, like holding guilt or, you know, is almost like holding a resentment towards yourself. So just let that go and have change behavior in the future. Okay. And then again, for others, you know, holding resentments, like there's a reminder, like when you hold anger or resentments towards somebody else, that person doesn't feel that energy. I mean, maybe if you're day to day with them and you throw them shade, whatever, but that energy is just hurting you. It's actually not hurting the other person. So keep that in mind when we can't forgive or we're holding on to old angers and stuff like that. You're not doing anything to that person, but you are bringing your energy down and you are damaging yourself. Now, it doesn't mean you have to, you know, people do horrible things. It doesn't mean you need to be like, I forgive you, I want to be your best friend, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm talking about. But forgiving someone, even in silence, just energetically, and letting that go and releasing yourself from that, man, that can shift so much for you. Because again, those low vibrational feelings or energies or whatever isn't actually hurting that person, but it is pulling you back. So just keep that in mind. All right, next we have Tulip, great passion, and then Ram, stubborn, aggressive person. So you could be having some great passions with a stubborn person. I'm thinking Aries with this Ram here. These could be separate, so you could be finding some great passion. I feel the need to point out Holland with these tulips. Maybe someone's going to plan a trip to go to Holland, or maybe someone lives in Holland that's watching. I know I forget like how many different parts of the world people that watch these videos, which is amazing. And then just know that you may have to deal with a stubborn, aggressive person this week. Focus on the passions. All right. So, oh, I love this. Okay. This is kind of something I talked about. I don't really pay attention to the cards when I pull them until I'm here. And then I love when I'm unfolding them and all the messages that I'm getting as I'm reading to you guys is lining up. So this is your affirmation this week. It says, believe, receive, and achieve. So, you know, where I was talking about if your soul's calling you to do something, even if it's scary, if you start going to that, like the universe will support you. So if you believe it, you will receive it and you will achieve it. So the back says, whenever you want to accomplish something, believe in yourself first and let things unfold. So maybe that's your first step towards this, whatever this is for you, is believing in yourself and believing that it's a possibility. That can be a huge thing. Like if you don't think that something's possible, it'll always never be possible. But if you can crack that open a little bit and go, what if this was possible? What if I could make this happen? What would that look like? What steps could I do to make that happen? And watch things unfold. It can be magical. So don't let limiting beliefs hold you back. Believe, receive, and achieve. All right, let's get into our love for this week. Let me make sure I'm holding the deck. I wasn't going to do reversals, and I was holding on the last pile. I was holding the deck upside down, and I was like, what the crap? And then it's like, oh, okay. So, all right, let's see. That was a horrible shuffle. We're going to try that again. First, you don't succeed, guys. Try and try again. And sometimes you have to be willing to make mistakes in front of other people on a large level like YouTube. Anyways, okay, so you guys have a Queen of Wands. Here's that great passion. This is confidence. This is passion. You could be dealing with a fire sign this week. You could be feeling yourself this week. You know, like within your connections, you could be with someone that makes you feel on top of the world. But this is confidence and fire and oomph energy. Oh, and then we have the King of Wands. Well, hot damn. Okay. So we have divine counterparts, some fire sign energy, confident energy, some passion rising up between the King and Queen of Wands. Loving that for you guys. All right, let's pull one more card. This could be attached to this or separate. Let's see. What else would love? Keys on a ring. Many options, decisions, unconventional. It does say one night stand. So some of you guys, again, we're all in different places in our life. I'm a little bit older, so I always think about relationships, but I'm reminded in my 20s, I didn't think like that. So some of you guys may be having some sort of fiery passion one night stand. Maybe that's with an Aries. I'm not sure. No judgment. As long as you're having fun and you're doing what you want to do. Others of you guys, there could be some sort of like decision to be made around some sort of fiery, passionate connection here with your love this week. But I love it. All right, let's do our letters and charms. It's 12:12 at the time I'm recording this. Okay, let's see. So I always like to pull a zodiac dice first. This could be your sign. It could be someone that you're dealing with heavily this week sign, or the energy of this sign. So you guys have Leo, some more fiery, passionate energy, playfulness, affairs, romance, dating, playfulness with that Leo energy. And your house focus is the 7th house, which is ruled by Libra. This is the house of relationships. Partnerships are highlighted this week. Some of you guys could be a highlight around your children. If you do have children, could be highlighted. Those are some of our relationships. And the 5th house is rules children. So Leo and 7th house energy for you guys. All right, let's pull some charms. Charms for pile 3. What else do they need to know about their week, please? Okay. You guys got another 8 of Cups. This is coming in again. And the Fool. So someone really needs to go after their heart's desire and have some sort of new beginning. Take that leap of faith. It's coming up everywhere. All right, next we have this little, this is the Lepus constellation. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is the hare. So starseed vibes, if anyone relates with being a starseed, there's your nod to that. That's why I have this. But the hare, if we think about rabbits represent fertility. They also represent abundance. So there's something that's abundant. You guys did have that sudden wealth coming in. Rabbits in general could be a highlight for some of you guys or have a special meaning. Or just constellations, like something's written in the stars this week. Something's going to happen that's meant to happen. Like there's an fated event. We have BS remover here. So some truth about some stuff is going to be coming out this week. You're going to get the truth. No BS. I don't want to say no cap because I think I'm saying that wrong. I'm too old for this. Okay. But just know some stuff, some BS, possibly some BS from the past is getting removed and you're going to get some clarity on something with this. All right. Our furry friends are highlighted with this animal paw. So animals could be important this week. Some of you guys maybe, I don't know, I've seen someone like a dog training class for some reason. But overall, just animals are highlighted, your furry friends. We have bananas. So there's some sort of thing that's going to be a little crazy this week. I always think the Gwen Stefani song, this is bananas. So something's going off this week. Again, this feels fun, crazy, but you might be like, whoa, like a whoa moment. Also with the bananas here, if you are prone to any sort of muscle cramps and stuff like that, you may need some extra potassium in your life. There's other things besides bananas that give you potassium. I believe like kiwis, higher in potassium. I think avocado as well, but whatever. Potassium, if you know that you're lacking in potassium, please get some. All right, we have this little sea star here, starfish. So the ocean is highlighted. I'm hearing cleansing waters. Salt baths may be good for some of you guys, like an Epsom salt bath to help cleanse. It's a very spiritual practice too, not just for muscles and stuff, but it can just help clear your whole aura. So if you don't have a bathtub or you don't like baths, even if you do a foot soak in Epsom salt can be really helpful. Your feet and your hands have some of the largest pores in your body. All your skin has pores, but and that can help pull things out. Others of you could just be planning some sort of trip to somewhere tropical that has some starfish. And then we have the always, but we have always believe. So believe that miracles can happen for you. Believe that it's all going to work out. You guys did have believe, receive, achieve, always. Now, I also have to give a nod to Harry Potter when I get this always. I always think about Snape and Lily, and that he will always love her. I love that. So that might mean something to somebody as well. So, oh my gosh, pile 3, I didn't do your letters. I was like, I feel like we're missing something. I totally forgot to do your letters. I felt like this was a little empty. All right, doing a little backwards, but let's get your letters. So this could be someone's initials. This can spell words that I always miss. So feel free to drop them in the comments, and or locations or abbreviations for other things. So let's see. Pile 3's letters. All right, we have a B, an N, a G, an H, an A, a V, and a Z. So something could be getting banned. You could be cutting something out in your life. Again, you have that message about cutting out things. Oh, we have bang. Passion, great passion going on. Somebody could be getting some bangs. I know that doesn't really actually thing. You could be hanging out with someone this week, having a fun hang. Someone might be going, like, learning rock wall climbing, though. I'm like seeing someone hanging from like a, I can't think of what they're called, like the cord and stuff. Even like at a rock wall gym with the, oh my God, I can't think of what, the belay, a belay. Anyways, Zang, that's not a thing, is it? I don't know. Anyways, anything that you guys see and you want, we have Han, maybe someone's Hans. You're listening to some Hans Zimmerman music, a little cornflake chase from Interstellar or something. Anyways, but there are your letters, there are your charms, pile 3. If they mean something else to you, always honor that. If you care to share, I love hearing it. If you guys want to throw some words that I missed, because I know I did, in the comments, I appreciate that as well. So thank you guys so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with someone that you think would enjoy this reading, and I will see you guys in a future reading. Have a lovely week, guys. Bye. Oh, and if you want to stick around, I'm going to do my after reading chit chat that I do sometimes that for some reason some people seem to like. So if you want to sit around and listen to me clean up all the cards from this, and I don't know what I'm going to talk about yet, but we'll talk about whatever comes out of my mouth. So feel free. If not, have a good one. Bye. Gotta check my phone first. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's clean this up. I hope everybody's having a happy new year so far. Let me get my letters. I'll get the bananas in there. So I need to get some new charms, I think, guys. I kind of want to go through my whole charm bag. I have this whole bag here. There's lots of charms, obviously, but I kind of want to get some new ones. If anyone knows where a good place to get like charms, I know people are going to say Amazon. I have a lot of their mixed charm things, but I'm kind of like looking for like bigger individual. Like I love this. These are actually enamel pens. So I want to get some cool enamel pens. I did put some on my Amazon wish list for those people that are so sweet that support the channel by making donations, but I don't know. I'm always going to look for cool things. So, anyways, I hope everyone's doing well. Let me move all our stuff over. And let's clean all this stuff up. Anyway, so I hope everybody's doing well. I'm recording this a couple days early. I mean, you guys will get it on Sunday because I will be out of town this weekend. I will be up having a big anniversary weekend with my boyfriend. All right, anyways, let's see. Is there anything to talk about? I wish you guys could talk back. I think in one of my last videos I talked about like just from doing readings like this, and then my best friend lives in London, and her and I just talk on WhatsApp, and we end up leaving each other like long messages all the time. So I've gotten in this bad habit of just like between this, because you have to with tarot, with YouTube stuff or tarot readings, you just have to be able to just keep going, right? Just having like a endless conversation without feedback, like I'm doing now. But I think I've become like a bad listener or a bad communicator because I'm so used to just like a stream of consciousness coming out of my mouth. So I need to work on my listening skills. I feel like, I mean, no one's told me that, but I feel like I'm a little off lately just from years of rambling on. I have a bad habit of rambling now. All right. What else is going on? A lot of you guys that know about my daughter, she's doing great. I mean, besides having the disorder she has, and it is hard. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, my daughter has a disorder called Rett syndrome, R-E-T-T. She's awesome. I don't know. I won't share her name, but I have 2 daughters, but we make life work. It is pretty debilitating. In terms of Rett, she's very healthy. We have lost a lot of Rett girls recently in the community at younger ages, in the teens. It's just very upsetting to me, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole on here. You guys don't need to hear me start crying. Anyways, but I know lots of people ask about my kids. They are doing well. So considering my daughter's doing well, considering her disorder. And we just make the best of life that we can. What else? I love these little tea leaf cards. These are these little round cards. There's so many of them. I don't know if anyone's ever seen this deck. It's like massive, but they're really cool. Honestly, I read them mostly very intuitively, but there's an entire book and there's a way to technically read them. Most things in my life, I kind of just do what my intuition says haphazardly. No, not everyone's like that, but here we are. All right, put these cards away. So anyways, I hope everybody has a great week. I feel like I need to figure out before my readings, on top of everything else, something profound to say during these, because I feel like I need to come in with a purpose, something beneficial to you guys, instead of me just like meh, 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 meh. We used the cat tarot today. Super cute little cats. I don't have cats, but I can't have pets right now where I live, and then my boyfriend and his son are severely allergic, so, but I do love me some cats. I will be getting a Great Dane in the next couple years, again, when I have my own house or live somewhere I can have pets. That is my favorite dog. Is anyone else a Great Dane lover? I used to have a Dane named Stella. She passed away a couple years ago. She lived till 10, which is really good for them. She was my first baby. I got her before I had kids, and she meant the world to me. And so, gosh, she's been gone for, wow, has it been that long? Oh my gosh, almost 6 years. But I'm ready. I'm ready for a new one. Like, I'm ready for a new Dane. I never thought I'd get another one because she was so special, but I think I'm going to do it. Anyways, but I guess that's all I have to say. If you're sticking around, that's my new thing. If you're sticking around for this, throw in a star. If you listen to me ramble, I have a question. Okay. If there's something specifically you guys would like me to talk about, like spirituality or something, like a story you guys want me to tell you, in our after reading chats, put a star in the comments and like ask me a question, or say, hey, can you tell me about this, or can you talk about this in your in one of your next after reading chats, and then I will do that. Okay. All right, sending you guys lots of love. Bye.